Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. And if you're able to listen to me properly and there is no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Good evening everyone, good evening. No issues, great, amazing guys. So how are you guys? Is everybody all right? Please do let me know. How are you guys? Is everybody all right? Please do let me know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Everybody is all right. Everybody's all good. Great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. That's the spirit. Okay. So, before starting, can somebody remind me what are the different things that we studied in our yesterday's class? Okay, what we have studied up till now, please let me know, guys. What we have studied in our yesterday's class and what we have studied up till now. Can somebody repeat that? Please let me know. We started with strings method. We started out with lists as well. Great. So strings, Boolean, list, amazing. Okay, so what did we studied in strings, guys? What are the topics that we studied in strings? Can somebody remind me that? What are the things that we studied under strings, guys? Please let me know. Format function, great. Okay. What else did we studied about in strings, guys? We studied about order. If you guys remember, order in lists. Floats, variable naming conventions, int, integers, lists, great. Data types, format, I think is immutable, concatenation, great. Length, frame, string, conversions, escape characters, great. So you guys are able to easily remember what are the different things that we have studied up till yesterday. Today's session, we are going to cover up lists. We are going to start off with our tuples and we are going to finish off with dictionaries. So we are able to finish off with Python by today itself. And from tomorrow, we are able to start off with the libraries. That will be our aim for today, guys. Okay. To start off with lists. Okay. To finish off lists, start off with tuples and dictionaries. That will be our aim. Let me just switch on the fan. I'm feeling a bit hot right over here. Give me a second, guys. Okay, great. So amazing, guys, amazing. We have 1 or 2 minutes before we are able to start with our class today. Okay, so anything that you guys want to share with me, please let me know. Where I look like Carrie Minati. Yeah, many people call me fat Carrie Minati, but I call myself healthy Carrie Minati at the end of the day. Okay, we're just waiting for everyone to join. Not a lot of students have joined us up till now. Do you guys remember how many people were there live with us in our yesterday's class? Do you guys remember that? Please let me know. I haven't watched One Piece up till now, but yeah, like I have watched a lot of animes. Like I've completed Naruto Shippuden, then I've completed Boruto, then I've completed Attack of Titans. I've completed a lot of different animes up till now. Yeah, a lot of the students haven't joined up till now. I don't know why. Has the message not been sent to you guys? Demon Slayer, of course. Jojo, I didn't get enough time to watch that. Let me just confirm with my team whether the message has been spent. Dead Note, okay, of course, we have already seen that. Has the message been sent to the WhatsApp groups? Okay, thanks so much. Attack of Titans AOT, of course, I've already seen that. That is a must watch at the end of the day. Okay. In Rajasthan, internet is cut. Okay, maybe that might affect it, but still, like a lot of the people haven't Spike's Family, of course, guys. If somebody is watching it right now, you have to watch it. Okay. Power Rangers, dude. Power Rangers is not an anime. Okay, but yeah, of course, I watched Power Rangers, Stranger Things. Bleach, I haven't got time to watch that. It is on my list, but I haven't watched it. Okay. Tokyo Revengers, an amazing anime, man. An amazing anime. The Last Airbender is a cartoon. I don't consider it as an anime. My Hero Academia, again, amazing. Rick and Morty, amazing. Okay. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball. Tokyo Ghoul, I haven't had the time to watch it. Black Cover, my man Ashish, that's an amazing one. Okay. Pokemon. Okay, so Pokemon, there's like Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Black and White, and there's a lot of different Pokemon right over there. So I prefer Batman as my favorite character, but I prefer the Marvel Cinematic Universe. By comics, DC is way ahead of anything. The comics and animations, DC always. For MCU, is better than DCU. Okay. Okay, so let's start off with our today's class, guys. Can we start off with our today's class? Please let me know. Can we start off with our today's class, guys? Please let me know, guys. Should we start off with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. Great, amazing. So let's get started right away, guys. Again, we'll be continuing from right away there. We were at membership operators. This was from where we have to continue. Okay. So yesterday we started out with how to create a list, how to access elements using the positive and the negative indexes from a list itself. Let me just open up the live chat on my phone. Okay. Okay. Let me just open up the live chat. It will take me a second. Okay, so let's get started. So in addition to accessing individual elements from a list, we can use Python's slicing notation to access a subsequence of a list itself. For example, I don't want to access the entire list or a particular item from the list. I want to access a subsequence of that list, like 3 or 4 characters together. So what should I do? So that is where the slicing notation comes into being. Okay. So you're having a list right over here. We have created a list. Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, Henry, Clark, and Diana. We have created that. Now I need to know all these students who are the part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We know that Steve, Banner, Tony, and Bruce are a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I want to create a normal list. Okay, I want to create a list right over here that has only these names inside of it. That is where I will be using the slicing operation. Now, slicing is something that you already know. Slicing is a concept that you already know when you're cutting up bread. Okay, just think about it. You are having a bread right over here. Let's assume it as a cake. Okay, let's assume it as a cake. So this is your cake. Okay, and this is a piece of chocolate in the middle. It's a piece of chocolate in the middle. Now you want to eat the cake, but you also want to get that chocolate. Okay, so you will make a cut. You will make a slicing right over here and a slice right over here to get this slice. You make a cut right over here and you'll make a cut right over here to get this chocolate. Okay, so the same concept, the same slicing operation is used inside of lists as well. For example, we are having a list. Okay, we are having a list. Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, Diana. Okay, so we are having right over here our list. I can index them as well. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so indexing also, you guys already know that we have already covered it. Now I want to cut this entire piece of list. Okay, this entire piece of list. So I will have to make a cut right over here and I have to make a cut right over here as well. Okay, so when you're making a cut, you're making a cut at the 4th position. We are making the cut at the 4th position, 4th index. Okay, and you're making the cut right over here at the 8th index. Okay, if this is 4th, if this cut is referred to as 4th, then this cut will be referred to as 8th. Are you guys able to understand this? If this cut is referred to as the 4th cut itself, and this cut then will be replaced as 8th cut. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know if this cut is referred to as the fourth cut, and then this cut will be referred to as the eighth cut. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great. So what happens is, now if I want to, so the name of this particular list is students. The name of this particular list is students. If I want to get this list right over here, so I'm creating a new list that is called as Marvel. Okay, I'm creating a list called as Marvel is equals to students. The starting index, that is the fourth index, colon, up till where I want to go. Up till, so I want to go up till the eighth character. I don't want to include the eighth character. Okay, so this element is included in the new list, and this element is not included in the new list. Okay, so I want to include 7, I don't want to include 8. So I want to go up till 8. I don't want to include 8. I want to go up till 8. Okay, so I'm having 8 right over here, and that is how I'm able to get Steve, Banner, Tony, and Bruce. Okay, so these two numbers, please try to understand it, are the cuts that you have put up. Are the cuts that you put up. Now understanding cuts is very simple. This is not something from programming. If I'm telling you guys that this cut is at the 4th position, then this cut will also be at the 8th position. This is logic. This is logic. If I'm telling you guys that this cut, you want to get this particular list, then this cut is at the 4th position, then this cut will be at the 8th position. This is IQ, this is logic. Okay, so you're putting up the 4th and the 8th. Okay, and this is the syntax for that. Students 4:8, where 4th will be included, okay, and 8th will not be included. So those who are asking why not 7, because logic, because IQ. If I'm saying that this is 4th, then this will be 8th. If this is 4th, if this cut is referred to as the 4th cut, then this cut will be referred to as the 8th cut. So that is logic. Okay, so that is equals to student, the name of the list, and then like Rudraksh Pandya has said it correctly right over there. Okay, include, exclude. Okay, include and exclude. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, great Rudraksh, thank you so much. Okay, so this is how you are able to get a small sub part of the list, and you are able to use that small sub part of the list, and you want to use that right over there. Okay, let's look at, and the same goes on for strings as well. The same thing goes on for strings. If you're having a strings, let's say flash. Okay, you're having a string called a student. Well, let's flash right over here. So in strings as well, again, so the indexing is the same. The first character is 0, the second character is 1, third character is 2, the fourth character is 3, and 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of the elements. For each of the elements, each of the strings inside your string itself. Okay, if you want to get, okay, if you want to get a particular part of the string, you have to use the exact same thing, student, and then 1:3 right over here. So you will get LA. Okay, you will get LA as your answer, because 1, that is the first index. You want to go up till 3, you don't want to include 3, so 1 and 2, so that is LA that you will be getting as your answer right over here. Okay, as your answer right over here. Okay, so the same thing, whatever you learned in list applies, the exact same thing applies into strings as well. Not a big particular like change, not a big change. The exact same thing works right over there. So I'm coming back to my code. I'm having a student. So students, the plural is a list. Student is a like string. Okay, so I'm taking students 4 to 7, then I'm getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is from Steve to 7, that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will get Steve, Banner, and Tony as my answer. Okay, Steve, Banner, and Tony as my answer, because I'm having 4 to 7. Okay, I'm having 4 to 7 right over here. So I will be starting off with Steve, and I will be going up till 7, that is Steve, Banner, and Tony. Okay, I will be including 6. Okay, so I'm running this particular line of code. For Barry, it is 1:3, so we will be getting AR, that is 1 and 2, we will be getting AR. So I'm running this particular line of code. You're able to get Steve, Banner, and Tony as your output, and you're getting AR from your student, that is your string as well. Now, what if you want to go up till the very end? Somebody asked that, okay, if I want to start from Steve, let's say I want to start from Steve and go up till the very end itself. Okay, I want to start from Steve. Let me just remove everything. So whatever I'm telling you guys right over here, the same thing applies to strings as well. Please remember that. The same thing applies to strings as well. If I want to start from, let's say, Austin, I want to start from Austin and go up till the very end. I don't know where the indexing is. Okay, I don't know where the indexing ends. Okay, I want to start from Austin. I want to go up till the very end. So for that, the code will be students. That will be students. And then I will be putting up my answer as I want to start from 3 and I want to go up till the very end. Okay, so I don't want to provide anything right over here. I don't need to write anything right over there. So that will assume that I want to go up till the very end itself. I want to go up till the very end. Now, if I want to start from the utmost starting, okay, if I want to start from Sam, the first element, and I want to go up till Steve, okay, up till Steve, I want to only take Sam, Pam, Rocky and Austin. I want to take only Sam, Pam, Rocky and Austin. I want to start from the start and go up till Steve. I don't want to include Steve. So for that, the code will be students. And I'll be putting nothing and I want to put 4. I want to go up till 4. So nothing to 4. That is, I want to start from the utmost starting and I want to go up till Steve. I want to go up till Steve. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Great. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So right now here, if I'm writing student 7 to ending or 1 to ending, that will get me the exact same thing. That is Bruce, Henry, Clark and Diana, as well as ARRY. From Barry, we are getting ARRY. Okay. Similarly, if you want to start from the beginning, okay, we are getting right over here as Sam, Pam, Rocky and Austin. That is the starting up till 4. We are not going to include 4 and we are getting BAR for your strings as well. Okay, as simple as that. Now we have learned about length in strings. We have learned about len in strings. Okay, similarly, length as a function also exists for your lists as well. In strings, it was counting the number of characters. Okay, in the string, in list, it will be counting the number of elements in the list itself. Right over here, in this particular list, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 character elements. We're having 11 elements right over here. So the length of this particular list will be 11. Okay, the length of this particular list will be 11. And the length of student, that is BARRY, number of characters, that is 5. Okay, so length can be applied on both of them. Okay, length as a function can be applied on both of them. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. The guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Length as a function can be used on both lists as well as strings. Okay, on lists it gives you the number of elements. Okay, number of elements present in the list, whereas in the case of strings it gives you the number of characters present in the string itself. Okay, are you able to understand that? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So out of the types we have seen, lists are more familiar to strings. Like it feels like almost everything that we are doing on lists, we are able to do that on strings as well. Okay, both of them support the len function, both of them supports the indexing, both of them support the slicing function. Okay, you are easily able to see that the length of a string, so we have already discussed that. One more thing that both of them supports is the membership operators. Now what do you understand by membership? Okay, whether you are a part of a membership or you are not the part of the membership. Okay, these are the only things that you need to understand, whether you are a part of a membership or you are not the part of that membership. Okay, so you are having two elements, that is in and not in. Okay, in evaluates if an object on the left hand side is included in the object on the right hand side. Okay, or not in evaluates if the object on the left hand side is not included as an object in the right hand side. So let's try to understand this. Greeting is equals to hello there. Okay, greeting is equals to hello there. Okay, so you are having greeting is equals to hello there and you are chatting up is her. Okay, just like in normal English, just try to understand and read it as a normal English itself. Her in greeting. Is her present in greeting? Let us check. HEL. Okay, so it is not present. LOL. No. TH. Okay, HER. So yes, her is present in greeting. So her is a member of greeting. So it will return true to us. So we know that her is present in greeting. Now the next sentence is her not in greeting. Is her not present in greeting? No, false. We have already seen that her is present in greeting. So let us rerun this, and as you're able to see, we are getting true and false as our answer right over here. Similarly, is shape AI. Okay, that was for strings. Now for lists, students is a list. Okay, as you're able to see right over here, this is the list: Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, Henry, Clark, Diana. Are you able to see shape AI inside of this? Guys, are you able to see shape AI inside of this? Please let me know. Guys, are you able to see shape AI inside of this? Please let me know. No, we are not able to see shape AI inside of this. That means that shape AI is not a member of the students list itself. So is shape AI present in students? No, shape AI is not present in students. So this statement will be false. Similarly, you are having shape AI not in students. Yes, shape AI is not present in students. So we are getting true as our answer. If I'm running this particular line of code, we are getting false and true as our answer right over here. Okay. Okay, so next thing that we need to understand is about mutability. Okay, we need to understand about mutability that we have already said. So we see that lists are, we need to understand why lists are different from strings. Both of them support the slicing operations, both of them supports the indexing operations, both of them support the membership operations. Okay, the most obvious difference between them is that strings is a sequence of characters, whereas list can like have any elements containing like objects of strings, integers, floats, boolean, anything it can contain. Okay, so that is the most obvious difference between them. A more important difference between lists and string is that lists can be modified, whereas strings cannot be modified. Okay, lists can be modified, but strings cannot be modified. So let us try to understand that right over here. You're having a list. Okay, we are having Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, okay, Henry, Clark, and Diana right over here. Okay, so we can replace the element at the second position. We can replace Rocky. We can replace Rocky right over here by Ben. Okay, we can replace Rocky right over here by Ben. Okay, so we can modify a list. As you're able to see now, the new list contains Sam, Pam, Ben, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony. We have replaced Rocky by Ben. We just took up this particular position from students and replace it by Ben. Okay, so we're able to modify a list. Okay, we are able to modify a list, and that is why a list is called as a list. What is a list called as, guys? Mutable. It is called as mutable because we can modify it, we can mutate it. Okay, whereas strings itself, you cannot do something like this. You cannot write like strings equals to Barry and just like write student one, that is change A to E. Okay, change A to E. If you're running this particular line of code, you'll be able to see that you will be getting an error. Okay, that is, you string object does not support item assignment. That is, you cannot modify a string. Okay, you cannot modify a string, and that is called as immutable. Just like mutants in Marvel comics. Okay, so mutants, like their genes were modified using the X gene by experiment that the Kree ran on Earth and then like created inhumans and mutants and all those kind of stuff. So one of the things that you need to understand is you cannot. So they were mutants. They mutated themselves. So similarly, lists can be modified. Okay, lists can be modified, and hence they are called as mutable. Okay, whereas strings cannot be modified, and hence they are called as immutable in nature. Okay, so that is the main difference between lists and strings, guys. Please try to remember that. That is the main difference between lists and strings. Okay, mutability is about whether or not we can change an object once it has been created. Okay, if an object like list or string can be changed, just like we have seen that we are able to modify a list, then it's called as mutable. Whereas if an object cannot be changed, just like we have seen that strings cannot be modified, okay, then that is called as an immutable object. Okay, so order as well, we have already studied about it in our previous class. Okay, order as well, we have already studied about it in our previous class. Okay, so we will not be repeating upon that once again. Okay, Okay, are you guys able to understand it up till here? Please let me know. Nikita, this is a YouTube video. You can increase the quality of the video by going into the settings and increasing it to 720p or 1080p itself, guys. Okay. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Now, there are some useful functions for list that you need to be familiar with. Okay. The first function is the length function. We have already seen length function that returns the number of elements present in the list. That is the number of objects present in the list itself. That we have already seen. The next is maximum, minimum, and sorted. Okay, so maximum returns the greatest element of the list, minimum returns the smallest element of the list, sorted returns the copy of a list. Now you need to understand that a list can contain multiple data types. Okay, you can have the same list that contains, so a single list can contain at the same point of time boolean, it can contain integers, it can contain floats, it can contain strings at the same list inside the same list. Okay, but in that particular case, these functions won't work on that. Maximum, minimum, and sorted won't work on that. For that, the entire list needs to be of the same data type. It should either be all integers, all floats, or all strings, so that we are able to use max, min, and sorted on them. Okay, please try to remember this, that strings at a list can contain multiple data types inside of it. Lists can contain multiple data types inside of it. Okay, but if you want to use maximum, minimum, or sorted, you have to use, like, the list should contain only one data type, only a single type of data itself. Okay, so now, as the name suggests, maximum will return to you the maximum, like the maximum value of the element that is currently in the list. So if it is integers and floats, you are easily able to understand that it would be the maximum number that is present in that particular list. But when it comes to strings, so what will be the maximum number, that will be maximum element that will be returned from this particular list? If I am having a list of numbers, so I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a list, then I know that maximum would be 5, minimum would be 1, and sorted would be just a copy of that list as a sorted itself. Okay, so that we already know. But what if I'm having STUV as our list? I'm having a string as a list itself. What will be the maximum element? What will be the minimum element? And what will be the, like, sorted of this particular string? Okay, so for that, right over here, it will be the element with the maximum value. Okay, so right over here, I'm having an element, let's say STUV. So what is the element that is the largest from this, guys? Can somebody let me know? STUV. So it will be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. So V will be the element that has the maximum value. Okay, that is the maximum value. You'll be going alphabetically. Okay, you'll be going alphabetically right over there. S will have the lowest value. S will have the minimum value itself. Okay, S will be the minimum value. And this list is already sorted. Okay, STUV is already sorted. Okay, now what if I'm having something like let's take up SHA and then Bruce, BRUCE, Henry, HENRY, and BANNER, banner. If this is my list, how will I get the maximum value? Okay, from this as well, first you will look at the first index. Okay, first you will look at the first index itself. What is the maximum out of the first index? Okay, so right over here, the maximum is S. So Shaurya, SHA, would be the max value. You just look at the first element, the first element. Okay, that will be the maximum value. Now what will the minimum value? So minimum is B, but we are having two B's right over here. So you look at the next element. So you look at R right now. So out of R and A, which is minimum? A is minimum. So banner would be the minimum value. And if you're trying to arrange it in an alphabetical order, so first you will be having banner, then you will be having Bruce, then you will be having Henry, and then you will be having SHA. Okay, so that will be your sorted array. That will be your sorted list. Now, everything that you are able to see right over here, you have to look at it from an alphabetical order perspective itself. You have to look at it from an alphabetical perspective itself, guys. Okay, you have to look at it from an alphabetical perspective, and that is how you'll be able to get the maximum element from the list, minimum element from the list, or the sorted version of a list itself. Okay. Okay, between S and H, of course, S is the maximum, guys. Okay, just do ABCD. Okay, great. So right over here, let us try to run this. Okay, we're having Sam, Pam, Rocky, Austin, Steve, Banner, Tony, Bruce, Henry, Clark, and Diana. Can somebody let me know what will be the maximum element from this list? Can somebody let me know what will be the maximum, what will be the minimum from this list? Can you guys let me know what will be the maximum and what will be the minimum from this list, guys? Can somebody let me know that? Guys, what will be the maximum and what will be the minimum element from this list? Great. Tony would be maximum, guys. ST. Tony. Tony is at the end. So Tony will be the maximum. And what will be the minimum, guys? What will be the minimum? Minimum will be Austin because it starts with A. So that will be the minimum element itself. The same you can apply on your strings as well. Okay. Same you can apply on strings as well. So what will be the maximum elements, guys, from the string? What will the maximum element from Barry, guys? Okay. What will be the maximum element from Barry? It will be Y. And what will be the minimum element from Barry, guys? It will be A. Okay, that's absolutely clever, guys. From Barry, the maximum element will be Y and the minimum element would be A. So if I'm running this particular line of code, as you're able to see, we're able to get max and min. So let me just put up the max and min as well. So let me just copy this, Control C, put up a paste right over here. Let me put up min value, save it or cancel, run this. So we are able to see that we are having the maximum value as Tony and the maximum value from student as Y, whereas from the minimum value we are getting is as Austin. The minimum value for Barry we are able to get it as A right over here. Okay, amazing, guys, amazing. A point to note that even though you can have a list containing an integer and a string, the maximum will be undefined upon such a list. For example, you are having a list containing an integer as well as a string. Okay, you can create such type of list. Okay, you're having a list containing about an integer and a string. You cannot run max, min, and sorted on these type of lists. Okay, it will give you a type error. It will give you a type error. You need to have the list of the same data type itself so that you are able to apply max, min, and sorted on them. Okay. Okay, so here we are able to sort our entire list. So we are getting this sorted list. We're having Austin first, then Banner, then Bruce, then Clark, Diana, Henry, Pam, Rocky, Sam, Steve, and then Tony. This is our sorted list right over here, guys. Are you able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. If you have identical elements, guys, like we have already studied, okay, we'll go word by word. Okay, we are having Sam and Steve. Okay, they have starting with SNS. Then we'll be comparing the next two elements, then the next element, and so on and so forth. Okay. Great, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Next important function that you need to understand on lists is the join function. Okay, is the join function. We've already learned about concatenation. Okay, you have already learned about concatenation. Now this is basically taking concatenation to the next level. Okay, this is basically taking concatenation to the next level. You're having a list of strings. Now this only works on strings itself. This only works on a list of strings. Okay, so having a list of strings, if you want to join them, if you want to concatenate all the elements together, if you want to concatenate all the elements together, in that particular case, it will just take your list, put it under join, and how you want to concatenate. I want to put up a hyphen in between them. So I want to present it as Jack hyphen O hyphen Lantern. Okay. So I will just write the hyphen, that is the separator string, and then I have to put up a join, and then the list that I want to join. Okay, the list of strings that I want to join. Now this will basically give me something like Jack. Okay, that's the first particular element from the list, separator. So all these commas will be separated by plus symbol. Okay, so if I'm having Jack, then it will be like Jack, then the comma would be separated by a plus symbol, then we'll be having O. Okay, sorry, plus, not hyphen. Okay, then we'll be having our again a hyphen right over here, and then Lantern. So it will basically replace, okay, it will basically replace our commas by the separator string itself. It will replace the commas by the separator string itself. So we'll give our answer as Jack hyphen O hyphen Lantern. You can put any type of separator right away. I can put space. Okay, so it will just put up Jack space O space Lantern. I can put up a particular number. I can put up a text right over here, Shaurya. Okay, so it will give me Jack Shaurya O Shaurya Lantern. Okay, I can put up anything. I can put up numbers. I can put up a string. I can put up anything that I want, and we'll put that separator in the middle of the entire word. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this join function? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this join function? Please let me know. As we are able to see, we have put up a list inside the brackets of the join function itself, guys. Okay. Great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Another useful method that we need to learn about is the append method. So what if we want to add a particular item to our list? Okay, want to add a particular item to our list right over there. Okay, so we're having our letters right over here. We are having a list of letters A, B, C, D, E. I want to add a new element at the end, that is E. What do you mean by append, guys? What do you mean by append in normal English? In normal English, I'm not talking about something that is from like programming perspective. What do you understand by append, by the word append? What is the meaning of append in normal English, guys? Please let me know. What is the meaning of append in normal English, guys? Please let me know. What is the meaning of append, guys? Please do let me know. Guys, what is the meaning of append in normal English? Please do let me know. To add element, to add it at the end. That is the absolute correct thing. To add it something, to add something at the end. That is called as append. So right over here, what we want to do is we want to append E. We want to add E to the end of the list itself. So if I'm doing letters dot append E, it will add E at the end of the number, or the end of the list itself. As you're able to see, this is appending, this is adding E at the end of the list itself. So we are having A, B, C, D and E at the very end. And that is how you are able to append something at the end of the list. Okay. Now we are going to learn about tuples. If you remember, we have already, like when you will be starting to learn tuples, we've already actually learned about tuples when we were dealing with, so tuple is also another data structure in Python. Okay, just like list is there, there is tuple. And we've already learned about tuples when we were discussing about multiple variable assignment operator. If you remember at the very start of the class itself, after just print functions and variables, we learned about multiple variable assignment operator. Now this is an example of a tuple itself, guys. This is an example of a tuple. Okay, and this is what we are going to learn right now. We are going to learn about tuple a bit more, guys. We are going to learn about tuple a bit more. So let us look at tuples right now. So right over here, tuples is another useful container, that is a useful data structure in Python. Now this data structure is an immutable ordered sequence of elements. Okay, this data structure, that is tuples, is an immutable ordered sequence of elements. Which other data thing that we, or the object that we have seen in Python is also immutable and ordered in nature, guys? Can you let me know which other object in Python is immutable and ordered? Okay, can you guys let me know which other object in Python that we have seen? Yes, that's absolutely clever, guys. That is strings. So strings and tuples both are immutable ordered sequence of elements. Tuple was basically created to store related pieces of information that do not usually change frequently. Okay, that you don't need to modify. For example, the x, y and z coordinates of a particular object, okay, that of a particular point, that is usually fixed. So for that you use a tuple. For example, the height, width and length of a particular object, that is also usually fixed. So that is also is stored as a tuple itself. Okay, so tuple was created for that particular matter. As you're able to see, this is how you create a tuple. Vector 4, 5, 9. That is your x, y and z coordinates. Okay, so you have already learned about writing x, y, and z coordinates, when you were dealing with mathematics or graphs from a very early standpoint itself, you used to create a brackets and then write x, y, and z coordinates inside of that for a particular point. The same thing right now in Python is called as tuple. Okay, so now you can identify a tuple by its rounded brackets on both the sides, but you can also remove the brackets, and that too is a tuple itself. That too is a tuple itself. Okay, so you can access the elements of a tuple by the same vector 0 that will give you the first element, that is 4, vector 1 that will give you the second element, that is 5, vector 2 that is going to give you the third element, that is 9, right over here, as you're able to see. But unlike lists, tuples are immutable in nature, so you cannot modify a tuple. You can directly use it, but you cannot modify a tuple. Okay, like I said, you can remove the parenthesis as well. You can remove the parenthesis, and right now, as you're able to see, this looks very close to what we have seen in multiple variable assignment operator. Okay, right over here we have seen, so height, length, and width, this is one tuple, and 3 comma 6 comma 2, this is another tuple. We've already learned about tuples before this as well. Before even learning tuple, we've already used tuples right over here. Height, length, and width, 3 comma 6 comma 2. Like I said, you don't need to specify the parenthesis. Okay, we don't need to specify the parenthesis right over here. So this is also a tuple, guys. This is also a tuple. Okay, tuples are very similar to lists. That is, they store an ordered collection of objects that can be accessed by their indices. But unlike tuples, unlike lists, tuples are immutable in nature. You cannot add or remove elements from tuples or sort them in place. Once a tuple has been created, it has been created. Okay, so tuples can be used to assign multiple variables in a compact way. So we've also seen how we are able to assign multiple variables and multiple values to multiple variables using tuples. The parentheses are optional when defining tuples. Programmers frequently omit these parentheses if it does not clarify the code. Okay, so right over here I can create a particular tuple called as location. Okay, I'm creating a tuple called as location with the latitude and the longitude. Okay, we are able to create a tuple using its location, like the latitude and longitude, and we are saving it into a variable called as location. Okay, now we can assign these two values to two different variables. Okay, right over here by writing location right over here. And this way of doing stuff is called as tuple unpacking. This is the exact same thing as just writing the multiple variable assignment operator. This is the exact same thing as writing the multiple assignment operator that we have already seen on the first day. This is the exact same thing as writing this. You're just using a variable name. But this method is called as tuple unpacking, and this particular way of writing is called as multiple assignment operator. Okay, see, I'm not going to repeat multiple assignment operator because that is something that we have already learned on the first day. We've already learned this. Okay, so and you already know about variables as well. So I'm creating a tuple, I'm saving into a variable. So you know that whenever we are using that variable, it refers to the value stored inside of it. That is the tuple itself right over here. And right over here, we are able to write it in a single sentence. The exact same thing, we're able to write it in the single sentence right over here. So you are having longitude and latitude is equals to the values. This is called as the multiple assignment operator. Whereas this way of writing is called as tuple unpacking. Okay, that is their technical names that you need to remember. And then you can use the format method to just like put it up inside a string. So we have already learned about format in the yesterday's video. Again, now everything that you will be learning from now on will usually be building upon the concepts that you have learned in the previous days. So when you will be learning like NumPy, again you'll be using concepts that we have learned in the previous 3 days. When you will be learning Matplotlib Seaborn, then we'll be using concepts that we have learned in the next 4 or 5 days. So all that, like I said, we will now be building upon the concepts. So if you haven't attended the bootcamp on time, if you are not listening to me properly in the previous classes, you won't be able to understand it, because everything right now that we will be doing, we are building upon our previous concepts, guys. Okay, so if we are running this particular line of code, we are able to see that the coordinates are 108.7774 and 92.5556. Okay, we're getting the answers right over here using the format method, which we have seen yesterday as well. Okay, it's the exact same thing. We can ignore it for right now. Okay, so next particular data structure that we need to know is about dictionaries. Okay, dictionary. So, what do you understand? Like, I'm not talking about programming. Again, like, whenever I'm asking this question, I'm not talking about programming. If I ask you this particular question, what does a dictionary mean? If I ask you, bring me a dictionary, what will you bring to me? Okay, if I ask you that, okay, bring me a dictionary, what you will you bring to me? Can somebody let me know? If I ask you what is a dictionary, what will you bring to me? Shivam Arora, we have already done format yesterday. If you haven't attended yesterday's class, I will suggest you to go back and attend it once again. Okay? If I ask you to bring me a dictionary, what will you bring me? The Oxford Dictionary. That's absolutely clever. Jayesh, you'll bring me the Oxford Dictionary. Okay, so let's try to understand what this Oxford Dictionary is like. Okay? The Oxford Dictionary is like something like this. You are having the dictionary. So let's just draw the cover page of the dictionary itself. Okay, and then you are having like the cover page right over here. And then you are having the pages right over here. So let us draw the pages. Here you are having the pages of the dictionary. So your dictionary would look something like this. Okay, your dictionary would look something like this. Okay, and this are your pages right over here. And on the side, have you seen those markings on the side of the Oxford Dictionary? Have you seen those like step-like markings right over here? Have you seen that? These type of markings are there on the side of the Oxford Dictionary. We have seen a dictionary itself. I hope that everyone has seen a dictionary. Okay, so these are the markings that are on the side. Now, if I need to go to a particular, like if I need to find the meaning of a particular word, I just look at one of those. Like if I want to go to O's, and I just calculate A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, O. So this is O. So if I go to this particular list of pages, I get all the words that start with O. Okay, Oxford, Oswald, orange, orangutan, uh, onomatopoeia or something like that. Okay, so you get all the words that are starting with O right over there, and every particular step, every step corresponds to. So if it is A, B, C, D, E, P, Q, R, so each one of them will specify to its very own like words, very own words. So from P we'll be having some words, from Q we'll be having some words, for R we will be having some words. Okay, so you're having this key, you are having this key and the values associated with that. Okay, you're having this key that is O, that is your key, and you're having some values associated with this. So dictionary is nothing else but key value pairs. Okay, this is key value pairs. Whether it be the word, okay, the letter, the key is the letter, and the values is the words. Okay, the key is the letter and the value is the words itself. Okay, so you're having some key value pair that basically defines a dictionary, and the same thing happens in Python as well. You need to create a key value pair. Here in a normal Oxford dictionary, the key is the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and the words and the value is basically all the words starting with that particular letter itself. Okay, so the same thing can be applied to Python. In Python also we are having dictionary. Okay, a dictionary is a mutable data type that stores the wrappings of unique keys. Okay, the keys need to be unique. You will not have two O's. You'll never have two O's. You may have two words that look very same, but you will never have two O's. So the keys are always unique. The keys are always unique. Okay, so right over here I'm creating a particular dictionary in Python. So you start off by using curly braces. For creating lists, you are using rectangular braces. For creating tuples, you are using circular braces. For dictionaries, you use curly braces. Inside of the curly braces, you create the key and the value pair. You create key and value pair. You create key and value pair. Right over here, the key is hydrogen, helium, and carbon. as you are able to see, these are unique, whereas the value need not be unique. I can have like hydrogen as one, helium also as one, carbon also as one. Okay, but I cannot have hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, keys need to be unique. The values can be same, but of course, like we are putting up the right values. So hydrogen is 1, helium is 2, and carbon is 6. Okay, so right over here, if I'm creating this, as you're able to see, we have created a dictionary. Okay, we have created a dictionary right over here. Okay, dictionaries can have keys. So whatever data types that we are using right over here, we will be using it in our project. Okay, we will most probably be using a format of these data structures in our project as well. That is why we are learning only tuples, lists, and dictionaries. So where you will be using it, you will be using it in our project. Okay, don't worry about it. Dictionaries can have keys of an immutable type. Okay, the keys needs to be immutable in nature. For example, integers, tuples, strings. The keys need to be immutable in nature and unique. Okay, so keys are immutable and unique. So that is immutable like int, float, string, tuple. That would be immutable in nature and unique as well. Okay, so that will be keys, guys. Okay, it is not necessary for every key to have the same type. Okay, so you can have keys of multiple data types as well. So first key can be a string, the second key can be an integer, the third key can be a float, the fourth key can be a bool. Sorry, not a bool. Okay, so that is how you need to arrange. It can be a tuple. Okay, so you can have keys of various data types. Okay, and different data types as well. Okay, right over here, different data types. So immutable, unique, and different data types. Okay, that is the keys. We can look up values or insert values in the dictionaries using square brackets that enclose the key. So for example, in lists, you are accessing values. So in list, you're having list. Okay, so you're having like A, B, C, D, E. You are accessing B using the name of the list like letters. So you're having letters, then using its index. So 1, letters 1 will get you access to the value that is B. Letters 1 will get you the access to B itself. Now in dictionaries, you use letters and then the key to get the value. Okay, you use dictionary, the key, okay, and then you get the value right over here. Okay, having dictionary, you use the key to get the value. Okay, so right over here, if I'm having a dictionary that is hydrogen, helium, and carbon. Okay, if I want to get the value of 2, then I have to write elements helium. Okay, I have to write elements helium. That will get me the value 2. Okay, that will get me the value 2. If I want to insert a value inside our list, okay, sorry, insert our dictionary. If I want to insert a value, if I want to add a new key value pair inside our elements dictionary, I just have to write elements lithium. As you're able to see, lithium is not present right over here. Lithium is not present right over here. So elements lithium is equals to 3. They will create a new key called as lithium and assign a value of 3 to it. If I'm running this particular line of code, let me print out the same as well. So print elements to see that lithium has also been added to it. Okay, so before that and after that, both, let's print out elements. Run this particular line of code. As you're able to see, we are using elements helium. Okay, we're using the key itself. We are able to get 2 as our value. Using the key, we are able to get the value right over here. And secondly, we are having the print elements. Okay, so we're printing the first element, that is hydrogen 1, helium 2, carbon 6. Okay, now we want to print out elements. Okay, we want to add lithium, so we're having elements lithium. That will create a new key called as lithium and assign a value of 3 to it. So we are having hydrogen 1, helium 2, carbon 6, and lithium has also been added to our elements. Okay, lithium has also been added to our elements. Are you guys able to understand up till here? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand up till here, guys? Please let me know how to add an element, how to add a key value pair. So each element in a dictionary is a key value pair, guys. So when I'm taking how to add an element, that means how to add a key value pair. Okay, amazing, guys. You are so smart. Amazing, amazing. we can check whether a value is present in a dictionary or not. Okay, because maybe we don't know the keys. We want to check if a value is present in that particular dictionary or not. For that, we can use the membership operators itself. Okay, so dictionaries have a related method that is useful, that is get. Okay, so let us try to understand it. Okay, so we want to check whether carbon is present, this particular key is present in elements or not. Okay, so that is the first method to do that. The second method is elements.get delirium. Okay, let's do both of them. So we know that delirium is not present inside our array. We know that inside our dictionary we don't have delirium. We have carbon, we don't have delirium. So let's do one thing, let's write all of them together. So print elements, and then we can access it by carbon. Okay, then we are having print elements dot get, so that we are able to understand the difference between all of them. Carbon, so carbon is present and we are using all the three methods. Okay, for carbon we are using all the three methods, and for delirium is not present. Dilithium is not present inside the dictionary. We will be using all the three methods again. Let me just copy paste it from right over here, and let's change it to delirium. Let's see what happens right over here, guys, and which one we should prefer. So now the problem is that, okay, so first of all, carbon, okay, is carbon present in elements? Okay, is carbon present in elements? Yes, true, carbon is present in elements. Okay, we're using carbon in elements, the membership operator. So yes, carbon is present in elements. As you're able to see, carbon is present in elements right over here. So we're getting true as our answer. Okay, the first one is true. Then we are using elements carbon. Okay, that will basically give me the value that is present right over there. So what is the value present for carbon? The value that is present for carbon is 6. So that will give me 6 as our output right over here. Next is elements.get carbon. Okay, we are having elements.get carbon. So that will get me the value 6 once again for carbon. Okay, that will give me the value of 6 again for carbon. So this gives me a value of true. This gives me a value of 6. And this also gives me a value of 6 right over here. Now delirium is not present in our dictionary. Dilithium is not present in our dictionary. So delirium in dictionary gives us false as our answer. Delirium present in dictionary gives us false as our answer. Elements delirium is not present, so this gives you an error. This gives you an error in your code, and you never want to get an error in your code, guys. You never want to use something that can give you an error in your code. So you never use elements delirium to get the value. You never use that. Okay, if you're not sure that whether that element, whether that key is present in the dictionary or not, you never use these parentheses to get the value. Never ever you use this, because you're not sure about it, because it will give you an error. Your code will just stop working. So you never want to use square brackets to do that. So we'll never use this. Okay, let's run it once again. Then for print elements dot get delirium, you're getting the value as none. That is that the element is not present inside the dictionary. So always, instead of using square brackets, or if you want to check whether an element is present or not, always use dot get method. Okay, dictionary name dot get, then the key that you want to search for. Always use this. Do not use these square brackets. Okay, because if you're using square brackets, you're getting an error, and that will stop the code itself. That will stop your code. You never want your code to stop. Okay, you never want your code to stop, guys, at any point of time. Okay, so you always want to use elements.get delirium. Okay, so that you are getting none. Okay, you're getting none. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so this is also something that we have already seen. Okay, so now we need to understand the get function a little bit more. Okay, we need to understand a get function a little bit more. So the get function that we saw, that, okay, first of all, we need to create a population dictionary itself. So we have created a population dictionary. So New York 7.8, Spain 13.3, Dhaka 13.0, Mumbai 12.5. So that is our population dictionary right over here. Okay, so we are using the get function right over there. So population.get London. Is London present right over there? No, London is not present. So we will get the answer as none. Okay, we will get the answer as none because London is not present in our dictionary. As you're able to see, London is not present in our dictionary. Let me just move this a bit down so that you are able to see. London is not present, so we'll get an none as our output. We'll get none as our output. But if we run the square brackets, we are getting an error as our output. We never want an error. Key error none. That is it. None does not exist. We never want an error in our output itself. Now, instead of getting none as our output, okay, if it is not present, okay, none feels very impolite. Okay, it feels like you're not able to communicate perfectly with the user, so you don't want the answer to be none. Okay, if it is none, you want to put up a message. Instead of none, you should write okay, London is not, this key is not present in our dictionary. This is the output that you want to show instead of none. So you have a default value they can put. Okay, you want to search for London. If the London is not present, if London is not present in our dictionary, then just write there is no such place. Okay, there is no such place. So that is the default value. Instead of printing none, it will print you there is no such place. So right now, if I'm running this particular line of code, instead of getting none as your output, we are able to get there is no such place. So this is how you can just put up one more argument right over here. Okay, that is, instead of printing none, okay, give me there is no such place. If it is present, okay, let us put up something like Spain. Okay, Spain. If you're having Spain right over there, then you're getting 13.3. You're getting 13.3. But if you're putting something that is not there in the dictionary, you will get, instead of none, you will get there is no such place. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Okay, so we have completed with our Python up till here. Okay, this is all you need to know for the project. Okay, for learning NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn and the project, this is all that you need to know in Python. If there is any concept of Python that comes up while we'll be learning that, we will be practicing that as well. It will be very simple, guys. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow we are going to start off with NumPy. Tomorrow we'll be starting off with NumPy and we'll try to finish NumPy tomorrow itself. Okay, tomorrow's class will be of 1.5 hours long. I am showing you the QR code for today, guys. Give me a second. Copy QR code. This is the day 3, guys. Again, guys, those of you who are interested, do reach out to us on Instagram as well. Okay, those of you who are like, who want to be a part of our community, do reach out to us on Instagram, connect with us on Instagram. We try our very best so that every single day we are able to provide you guys with some memes. We are able to provide you guys with some good information right over there. Books to learn statistics for data science. Those who want to go into the data science field, you need to learn statistics. Look at that. Okay, we have amazing resources available right over there. Okay, practical statistics for data scientists, think stats, naked statistics, you're having elements of statistical learning, statistics in plain English. So, and we have some questions and answers as well, so that you guys are able to increase your knowledge from right over there, bit and bit, piece by piece, every single day. So do follow us right over there, or you can connect to us on LinkedIn as well. On LinkedIn, we have our very own page. You can even connect to me. My name is Shaurya Sinha, or you can even connect to us on our DevTown page as well. Okay, right over here, I can connect to us on our DevTown page. That's totally up to you. Now I'll be showing you the attendance link right over here. So this is the QR code for attendance. You can scan it. Okay, the link for our LinkedIn as well as your Instagram is down in the description of the video, guys. Do connect with us. Also do like the video. Okay, it really helps us a lot. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Again, do like the video. It really helps us a lot. We are able to show that our community is continuously supporting us and our community is growing a lot as well. So do like the video. It really helps us a lot. We'll again meet tomorrow at the same time at 8 o'clock and we'll again learn a lot. We'll be starting off with NumPy from tomorrow onwards. We'll try to finish off NumPy as well. It will be very easy, guys. We'll have an amazing time. After finishing NumPy, we'll then continue further with Matplotlib and Seaborn as well as the project. Okay, so do like the video, guys. It really takes a second or two to just like the video. It really motivates us as well. So it is amazing to see you guys right over there. Thank you so much, guys, for this, to be able to come live and to learn. Thank you so much, and we'll meet tomorrow again, guys, at 8 o'clock. Thank you, guys. Thank you.